site of irishmob.com. This building that we're in right now is in the center of 275,000 square feet of industrial manufacturing warehouse space that has been abandoned for 10 years. We've strategically picked this location because we think that the image that we want to portray of Irish Mob is best depicted in our warehouse history, the history of our dock workers, of our warehouse workers during the industrial era. We really believe that irishmob.com has a strong image potential here because we're going to be a lifestyle company to sell the entire ambiance and atmosphere that this particular location provides us. Follow me. We want to sell irishmob.com as a lifestyle company to young Irish kids growing up all over North America, all over the world in fact. These facilities here in particularly suit us because when people were, for example, to come and visit us here, they're going to really tell a friend about what they went through to get here, where our location was, that they had to walk through long corridors and abandoned warehouse spaces since the 1930s to find our offices in the middle of this chaos. You know, just a story about getting here is going to be enough to sell somebody else to come and visit us at our location and potentially buy something. These office spaces here that we see are going to potentially hold some of our upper management staff, and we have larger rooms like this facility here on the right hand side, which would be more of a cafeteria style or a games room or a photography studio. And then we have this room over here, which would be probably the main entrance where people would come in to visit us here at irishmob.com, and it would be a reception area. Potentially we would have a store selling our clothes, merchandise, our books, our videos, our music, and basically an introduction to what we have to sell here and possibly a model of what one of our franchise Irish Mob cafes would look like. When I was a kid growing up in the ghetto, I remember a lot of the Irish men, the older men of the day, you'd always hear them saying, you know, these young kids today, they got no respect. They're a bunch of wannabes, you know, walking around with their pants hanging down halfway down their ass. And when I was young, I think I was one of those wannabes, believe it or not. There was a culture, identity building, lifestyle. I can't even explain it. It was like there was something bigger happening than just myself. Rap music was popular at that time. You would see everybody in the schools were wearing the same fashion. Rap industry had taken over the fashion and created this multi-billion-dollar lifestyle image and lifestyle companies which controlled basically the identity building of young individuals, young people who weren't exactly sure who they were and what they represented yet, but believed in the ideal that was presented to them through media, music, movies, culture, fashion. What I want to do with irishmob.com is I want to challenge all those old coots who basically blame everybody but themselves for how the Irish have become today. I look around at young Irish kids today and they really show no respect. They really have very little confidence, very little of what class I saw in the generations before me as I was growing up in the Irish ghetto. Today things are very different. I believe that the Irish really need to capitalize on this industry, on this lifestyle industry. What I want to do with irishmob.com is I want to create a lifestyle and an image using Irish tradition, Irish history to promote Irish identity. In today's culture, in today's lifestyle that many people choose, I've decided that irishmob.com and the more aggressive, more tough history of the Irish would best be accepted by young, youthful Irish people and older Irish people today. If I was to try to call it irishlove.com, I'm sure it would not take off. This is one of the reasons why I decided to use this entire new format where we're going to take this old industry warehouse and turn it into something really tough, really strong, an image building tool for young Irish growing today and for tomorrow. And we're going to capitalize on it in a big way because we're going to do it very efficiently, very professionally, and it's going to become a multi-million-dollar industry, which we will control from this location. This is one of the warehouses that we have here available to us. We've got 26 other warehouses this size. You could probably park a Titanic in each one of these warehouses. We have a lot of room to really work with here. We could manufacture our Irish cafe, Irish Mob cafes, here on site, and then transport them to our location of sale. We could also do other ventures in this type of a location. For example, light manufacturing companies that have to do with anything industrial or in the manufacturing area can be sustained on these premises.